Hi, I'm Ken Oakes with Oakes Daylilies. It's early June and I'm out here at our display garden in East Tennessee. And I thought I would just walk around the garden today and show you some of the things that are blooming and looking good. This is always a fun time of year as things start to bloom. Our earliest things are mid to late May, and then things really start getting to go about this time, early to mid-June. And our peak bloom is a little later this month. So I'd probably say there's maybe 20% of the things are blooming so far. And more blooms every day. It just changes every day. So like I said, this is a fun time here at the nursery. It's kind of been a cool morning. So as we walk around, you'll see that some of the things maybe haven't opened up quite as well. I'll just show you what that looks like. A lot of things look great. And then I will mention you may see some weeds in the garden. We do have weeds, and we kind of wait just until closer to our festival to clean everything really good. So we don't accidentally have weeds, but we just don't have the manpower to keep them clean all the time. So we kind of keep them under check, and then as we get right up to the festival, we'll clean them out really good. So don't be surprised if you see some weeds. Maybe that'll make you feel better about your own garden in case you have weeds. I'm sure you don't. But yeah, we're gonna take a look around the garden. So we have over 1,000 different varieties of daylilies on display here at our gardens, which is a lot more that's on the website. There's normally 250 to 300 or so on the website. And yes, all 1,000 varieties pretty much look different or are different in some way. That's one of the great things about daylilies. They just come in so many different colors, really every color except for blue, and different shapes and sizes. So I'm just going to show you around a little bit. Give you an idea of what you might find if you come out to the garden. So this first variety here is one called Every Other. And this is a new one. We haven't offered it online yet, so you won't be able to find it online. And it's called Every Other because I just assume because it's a bicolor, which means that the petals and the sepals are a different color. And I think it's pretty cool, really eye-catching in the garden here. So this is kind of the standard daylily shape. This one's about 6 inches in diameter is what it's registered at. So this is Every Other. All right, so the next one I'm going to show you is what's called a double daylily, and you can see it's got a totally different shape. It's got an extra set of petals and sepals, so it's a fluffy shape, kind of, hence the name, a double. It's a nice rosy pink color, performing magic. And then right next to it is a variety called Tiny Pumpkin, and you can see why it's named because it's got really small, sort of gold, I would say more gold than orange, but maybe orange in a different light, blooms. Totally shorter, it's only about, I'm not sure what it's supposed to get up to. It looks like it's only about 18 inches tall today or so. So you got different shapes, different heights, different colors. So if you come out to the garden, you will notice that out of that 1,000 or more that we have on display, about 300 of them this year at least are not for sale. And you may wonder why we have them here, if they're not for sale, and why they're not for sale. Well, we buy a lot of new varieties each year from folks around the country who create new varieties. That's what they really enjoy doing, and they're really good at it. And so we try and buy what we hope will be some of the best new stuff, and then we plant it here in the garden, and we take a look at it, we trial it, see how it grows, and then eventually grow it up to enough that we'll be able to offer, which can take quite a few years. We send such a big plant, it can take 10 years from the time we buy a new variety until we have enough of it to sell. This one here is one that's not for sale this year, but it's called Sunday Grace. Look how cool that is. This kind of a fancy bloom with the eye zone and the edge, and look, a little gold edge around it. So this is one that hopefully we'll be able to offer here in a few years. I like that combination of colors, but this is Sunday Grace. This next one that's looking good today is the variety Guineas on Parade, and it's more of a spidery type bloom. And what a spidery type bloom is, one that has kind of long, thin petals like the legs of a spider. So there's lots of those, and they look really cool in the garden. Particularly if you mix them in, different shapes, because they kind of stand out against each other. If everything was just a regular round, but then you throw in a spider or a double, and they stand out, vice versa. So this is Guineas on Parade, great big sort of a mauve lavender with a great big yellow center. And you see the long thin petals like that. I was going to show you on this one too. Oftentimes before I do videos, I'll go through and deadhead. This was yesterday's bloom, right? So you can certainly, if you want to in your garden, just go through and break off yesterday's blooms. We get the question quite often on deadheading, will that make more blooms happen? I know some other plants, that's the case. If you pinch them off, they'll have more blooms, but I don't think that's the case with daylilies. But it's really just cosmetic. It'll, clean up your garden if you want to, or don't. All right, so the next one I'm going to show you is the variety Ancient Princess, which is another spider type. And this is a really eye-catching one, kind of a light yellow with a purple halo chevron in there. Really eye-catching. I remember the first time we saw this one, it really just drew me over to it. This is, for us, a really early bloomer. Still has a lot of buds on it, but it's been blooming here for a couple weeks. And I'll just mention, that because, combining some of the really early bloomers like this, and then, obviously, like I mentioned, 80% of the garden is not blooming yet, and some of them won't start until, 3 or 4 weeks from now. So you can extend your season by combining some early ones like this, and then some mid-seasons and some lates. All right, so this next one is the variety Ethel Wilcox. It is a double as well, a really dark purple, which this is an unusual color for doubles. There's not a lot that are purple. And so this is really a cool color. And look at these purple buds as well. You can see it better on this one right here. So it kind of adds to the, when you look over at it, you're seeing purple. But yeah, Ethel Wilcox. All right, so the next one I'm going to show you is the variety Spider-Man. And this is another one of my favorites, and our customers as well. We, get a lot of photos in our annual photo contest of this one, which, lets me know it looks good around the country. But, it's just a great big red, spider type, hence the name Spider-Man, with a yellow throat. And I did want to mention, as I'm walking through the garden today, we redid all of the beds that you've seen so far, and most of the garden last fall. So all of those plants were planted just last fall. These have been here for quite a few years, so you can see what a great big clump they are. And that'll be one nice thing about the garden as years go on. They'll just get bigger and bigger and, more blooms. I think those look really good just for being planted last fall. And just look at all these buds coming on. A few of them open today, but you come back here in a few days, in a week, in a couple weeks, this is going to be covered in masses of these nice big red blooms. This is Spider-Man. All right, so I'm going to show you the variety Kansas Kitten. I just love this one. Eye-catching, really nice violet purple with a really dark, plum purple center to it around a little yellow throat. Some of these things you just got to see them in person to believe them. So the next variety I'm going to show you is the variety Wonder of It All. And I really like this one. It's really fancy. It's got a nice ruffled edge. One thing about this one, and maybe some of the others have the real fancy ruffled edges, is on a cooler morning like this, sometimes they can not open up right away, or you may want to give it a little help, like this one here. You see, this one didn't open up so well, but I think if I just give it a little, there we go. Now that'll keep opening up as it warms up through the day. Now some of them open up on their own, like that one did just there. See, I didn't do anything with that one, it just opened up. And then this one over here as well. Boy, isn't that pretty? Look at that creamy, near white with a sort of a light yellow edge to it. Well, that's pretty. Wonder of It All. So the next one I'm going to show you is the variety Scarlet Pimpernel. I personally am a big fan of the big blooms, and this one falls into that category. Looks like this one's got 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 inches in diameter. Really rich, deep violet purple, red in there, a big yellow throat. Held on tall scapes. I like those as well because I don't have to bend over to see them. But this is Scarlet Pimpernel. All right, the next variety I'm going to show you is the variety New Paradigm. And this is a really cool patterned variety. It's base color, sort of a light yellow. And then it's got this mauve lavender purple halo around sort of a lighter yellow center there. Really cool bloom in the garden. Look at all these. It's just, I don't think there's anything else hardly like it. So this is New Paradigm. All right, so this next one is the variety Hyperfang. And I assume it's got that name because look at these little things that kind of stick out like teeth or fangs along the edges. You see them in there. This is a really cool, rich color. Look at that. The sort of mauve purple with a really dark purple in the center, and then on the edge, dark purple, and then white or really pale yellow edge around that. A lot going on in that bloom right there. That's Hyperfang. All right, so this is the variety, the Spice Must Flow, and this is one of our taller varieties. I mentioned, Tiny Pumpkin earlier was like 12 to 18 inches tall. This one is listed at 60 inches, which is 5 feet tall. And this one here might actually be 5 feet. I'm just about 5'9", so right there you go. And this is a really cool color, kind of like a husky, dusky rose with a darker maroon eye zone around yellow throat. And I just love how tall this one is, and just, lots of big blooms held up high. So the Spice Must Flow. All right, so here's one that's a miniature and a double called Dewy Sweet. This is just about 18 inches tall or so, and it's really cool. I like this one. It's got kind of a creamy color with a darker maroon eye zone, double blooms, and this is also a good rebloomer. You can check out our videos about rebloom. It's a cool trait in the ones you can get it in, but it's Dewy Sweet. So this is the variety The Band Played On, and this is a new offering for this year. It's kind of like a mauve-y purple base color, and then look at that plum center and a matching plum edge to it. Kind of recurved back, some of them are flat, and this one's got more recurved petals like that. The Band Played On. All right, so this is the variety Ruby Spider, and this is one of our most popular varieties. Just look at that, great big, I think it's listed as 9-inch blooms, bright red with a big yellow throat. It just does everything you want a daylily to do. It just blooms and, just looks great in the garden, lots of buds, lots of blooms. So Ruby Spider. So this is the variety Primal Scream, and this, is a really bright variety, as the name implies. It's a stout meadow winter. Really love this variety. I just wanted to point out, this morning it's overcast, and so it's probably a little darker orange. You get it after a couple hours in the sun, it's going to be a brighter orange color. So you'll see the same thing in your gardens, but this is the variety Primal Scream. All right, so this next variety is Autumn Concerto, which is another earlier season bloomer. This has been blooming for us for a couple weeks now. And I just love this combination of colors as well. That's sort of I don't even know what you call these things. It's almost tan out there with this deep, maroon burgundy center and a yellow throat, big flat open blooms. These are probably at least 6 inches across. A lot of cool stuff going on in this one too. This is Autumn Concerto. So I hope you've enjoyed our little tour through the garden this morning. We love talking about daylilies. We've grown daylilies for over 40 years. If you have any questions or comments, you feel free to put them below, or our contact information is on the website. Feel free to reach out. We'd love to talk with you. Thanks for watching.